Hey, Bootleg Toys Vietnam in the Boot Cave. Wanted to show you some licensed toys here. I just got back from a couple weeks back in the US, and I promised myself I'd only do a $50 toy haul when I got back to the States. So this will give you some idea of just how much you can get, what you could get for 50 bucks back home. So first and foremost, my new favorite store, which didn't exist in my neck of the woods when I first came back, Five Below. I got a copy of Monopoly for 5 bucks to bring back here. So Monopoly, $5. Yeah, you all know Monopoly. There's a new token lineup. I guess there's a dinosaur and a penguin, a cat, a rubber duck. So I hadn't played in a while, and I got lots of free time here. So Monopoly, clearly. Next, just some little things that I found. I'd never seen this line before. I saw them buried in an aisle at Walmart. These were $5 each, so for 10 bucks I got a Thanos and Black Panther. They caught my eye because they look so much like they came right off the page of the comics, and they were only like $4.98 each. There were Iron Man, Cap, and Hulk, but they weren't very good figures. I'll open these up here and show you just what they can do. I don't think there's any articulation, and it doesn't seem clear to me what line they're from, but $10 for those, so that was $15 total for those 3 items. I got a pack of hoops because I love the NBA, love some hoops. Hadn't opened a pack of cards in a while. I'm currently waist deep in a fantasy NBA basketball league, which I've had a lot of fun with this year. So I think 5 bucks for 30 cards. So that takes us to this. I wanted to find Mandalorian anything. I'm cold on Legos and minifigures at this point, unless it's something weird or funny that I can show you here. But searched high and low. I mostly went to Walgreens, Target, Walmart, TJ Maxx, things like that, places like that, Five Below, to find Mandalorian anything. And this was it. So you've probably seen this before. It's not specific to the show. It doesn't seem to be. But just a 4-figure Mandalorian battle pack set. There's a little, there's not much to it. Anyway, but this was $14.99 at Target. So 15 bucks for this. This is for a buddy at work who loved Mandalorian. I'll be searching high and low at the licensed toy chain here, My Kingdom, which I want to show you at some point. I've said that for a while, but there's 16 locations here in Ho Chi Minh City. It's very much like a KB toy store in the malls and things like that, and they've got all the licensed Hasbro products. So things are more expensive, but still actively looking when I go hunting for real stuff, which I don't spend much money on. That's Transformers, Black Series, and Marvel stuff, so our Legends. And then last but not least, this was 20 bucks. I really wanted to buy all these. It's a slippery slope, as you all know if you're watching this, collecting a certain line. I was a G1 Transformers kid. I always wanted the Mirage figure, and from what I read, this was the closest thing to the G1 vehicle mode of any of those, right? They have the Cybertronian modes, so I couldn't resist Mirage. I wanted to pick them all up, believe me, but this was 20 bucks, so that brings us to $50. That's what 50 bucks in the US at some bargain retailers will get you. Anyway, so there it is. There's a not bootleg toy haul from the United States that I schlepped over here to Vietnam. So happy Year of the Rat. Chúc mừng năm mới. I still have a lot of bootleg toy shops to hit up, and we'll show you and hopefully find some cool stuff this year. Take it easy. Be nice. Peace. Quick follow-up in the boot cave. I opened these. These are cool. They only have the arms, no articulation, very little. The figures are 5 3/4 inch, which is weird, so I guess they're between like a Legend 6-inch and a Savage World, He-Man 5.5-inch figure. But again, I really like the design. It looks just like a Jim Starlin era Thanos and maybe a Priest era T'Challa right off the page. They look like they jumped right off the page to me. And Mirage is awesome. This is going to be a slippery slope for me. I'm probably going to have to collect Siege figures. Really, really great figure and fun to transform. Last thing real quick, I'm a NBA fan. I love fantasy basketball. So at the moment when I open that pack, my favorite team's the Rockets. I grew up with the Houston Rockets in Houston, Olajuwon era teams. Harden, my favorite player. Clint Capella, the NBA's favorite villain, my favorite player. And I got 4 dudes from my fantasy team. I'm in first right now, so these guys have made the last few months extra fun for me. Bradley Beal, out of Washington, D.C., Aiden from the Suns, Marcus Smart, and Kyle Lowry. So, I mean, 6 cards that I cared about out of a pack of 30. 20% success rate on a pack of cards. I'll take that. So, anyway, real quick, if you haven't seen Mirage Siege, let's look at him in his vehicle mode. Yeah, I've resisted this line for a long time, steering clear of licensed toys, and I'm afraid I'm in. So, I always wanted that G1 Mirage, and now I got one. That's it. Yeah, I know you've probably seen these. Exciting stuff. I'll see you later.